God don't like ugly. God don't like ugly. And because God don't like ugly and the ugly that they did at the Paris opening ceremonies, God caused the power outage to happen after the opening ceremony. Now, isn't it interesting that the only area to which he created this so-called power outage was in a small section of Paris? And it just so happens that someone took a picture where you can see that this one basilica, this one church, still had power. Maybe the church is on a different grid than the area that was affected by the power outage. And you're also suggesting that God was the one who made it either the rain so much that it caused the power outage, or a cyber attack is what caused the power outage. Which one was it? But if you look at this picture here, you can see that there are city lights illuminating in the distance. So your God only created a power outage in one little small space to demonstrate his displeasure with them having a representation of Dionysus and the feast of the gods with Apollo in the middle with his sun rays. That's the power of your God. If your God was truly trying to demonstrate that he was upset about the opening ceremony, wouldn't there have been a power outage all over France? I mean, there are events in Marseille. There were no power outages. There were events in other parts of Paris. There were no power outages. There are events in several cities in France. No power outage. There's the surfing event that's in Tahiti. Guess what they didn't have? Power outages. It amazes me how Christians tend to want to grab onto every little thing they possibly can to make themselves either the victims or to suggest that something is a demonstration of their God. And if this was a demonstration of your God, then all you're demonstrating is how small your God is, because your God only has the power to cause a power outage to happen on one grid of the city, on one grid in a whole nation that supposedly disrespected your God. I mean, if he really wanted to do something, then he would cause flooding rains to continue throughout the entire 30 days of the Olympics, thereby spoiling most of the Olympics. He would cause power outages to be all over France for the whole 30 days so that no Olympics can actually even happen. He would cause the seas to be so rough in Tahiti and off the coast of Spain that you couldn't have surfing and you couldn't have sailing and crew. You couldn't do any of those things. The waters of the Seine would be so disturbed that you couldn't participate in it at all. The boats would have been flipping over. If I'm God and I'm pissed that you're disrespecting me, you think I'm gonna hit them with a little power outage in a certain little section? That'll show them. No, hell no. I'm bringing all the bullshit. And I'm making it so that they can't even have the Olympics. I'm plagues, flies, grasshoppers, all kind. Fuck the grasshopper, locusts. I'm doing all the stuff. I'm going to cause the bridges to collapse. I'm going to make sure you know it's me. Not some Christians just, oh, but there's some lights over there, so it's just in this one area that he made the power go out because God was mad about the whole situation. No, I ain't doing all that. I'm going to make sure you know. I'm going to make sure the whole world know. And I'm not even going to leave it to question. You going to know that it's me. And then I might, you know what, I ain't no might. I'm coming down with the booming voice through the clouds. Look here, you motherfuckers. I don't know who y'all think y'all talking about. What's his name? Bernie Mac on I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. That's what I'm doing. If I'm God, if I want to make sure people know, that I'm the big G up top. But no, just a little power outage right over here, and just a little bit of power outage, and they gonna recognize that I'm the one true God because I'm gonna make a little bit of power go out on these people over here who ain't had nothing to do with none of it. That's what I'm gonna do because I'm Big G. Yeah, y'all can have that religion, and y'all need to stop doing that because you make fools of yourself every time you do it. Now always remember, you have to free yourself to be yourself because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibrations.